Let's talk about it now. Stephen Jones of the Dallas Cowboys joining us now on the Buyers Barricades guest line. Stephen, I know it's a crazy day up there at the Star. Appreciate you taking the time. Where were you when you found out about the Trevon Diggs injury?
I was in my office, and unfortunately, that's just, the fragile part of our business. I mean, he's obviously a great player, and we just extended the contract, and tough deal. The great news is, though, I think we put together and structured a roster where we can, really say next man up. I mean, we've got Jordan Lewis a lot of reps last week, and certainly probably what will happen now is we'll kick Bland out and Jordan Lewis into the nickel, where he's made big plays on big stages and big games. So certainly Bland has as well. But, obviously it's a tough deal.
No, it's a really, and it feel bad, obviously, for Trevon Diggs. This is something you don't want to see for anybody, Stephen. But I think if for an injury to happen, there's never a good time, obviously. But you guys have situated this roster where I think the Cowboys are going to be okay if these other guys just step up and play like they know how.
Well, that's it, and you said it best. First and foremost, I mean, your heart goes out to Trevon. He's put so much work into having a great year, and he got a new contract, and he responded by being, I think, statistically one of the best corners in the league. But I do think we got good men on this roster who can step up and play. I mean, we were actually smiling in a good way last week when we were talking about how we're going to get Jordan Lewis reps, and there he is. Certainly established nickel corner in this league who's really, really good. And now we'll have him, and we'll kick Bland out like we did last year. And I think Bland ended up with 5 or 6 interceptions last year. So I think we're in a good spot.
Stephen Jones of the Dallas Cowboys joining us here on the Blitz. Obviously, an injury in practice, I don't know if that makes it any better or any worse, if you will, than if it happens during the game. But that's all we've heard to this point. It was during one-on-one drills. What have you heard about the details of how the injury occurred?
It's unfortunately how these things can happen. I mean, he just took an awkward step trying to make a play on a ball. And, unfortunately, it torqued the wrong way and got his knee, not unlike Overshown in the Seattle game. I mean, it didn't look like much, but, when those steps get awkward, unfortunately, sometimes these ligaments don't hold up.
Stephen, what can you tell us about Zach Martin? Tyler Biadasz, we're hearing, had a hamstring problem today. Anything you can update us on those guys?
Yeah, all those things are works in progress, as we know. The season's a long season, 17 games, and you're going to have guys at different times that are questionable. But at the end of the day, we've got a good group of guys in there. Obviously, last week, Chuma and Bass played really well for us. We feel really good about Tyler making it back, and we'll just see how Zach and Biadasz end up. I mean, it's you ultimately feel like these guys will figure out, at the end of the day how to get out there, but we'll monitor that over the coming days.
Stephen Jones of the Dallas Cowboys joining us here on the Blitz. And, you think about the start to this season, 2-0, you've outscored your 2 opponents. You're the New Jersey State champs. You've won 70-10. Should be all smiles, but, man, it feels like this has been nothing but a medical report.
Well, like I said, that's part of it. I mean, we have been fortunate up till right now in terms of, that injury category. I mentioned Overshown that we lost in the preseason, who's going to be a big part of this team. And, a guy like Marcus Bell steps up. Bell steps up for us in a big way and playing really well. And, unfortunately, this Diggs situation is one, we're going to have people step up, and I think they will. The other injuries, the good news is they're, more day to day and week to week.
Good stuff. Stephen Jones, I know it's a busy day for you guys. Appreciate you taking the time. We'll talk to you next Thursday.
Sounds great, guys. Take care.
Stephen Jones on the Buyers Barricades guest line, where they provide traffic control, rental, and sales for San Antonio and beyond online at buyersbarricades.com.